Our next honoree is our Italian-American Man of the Year, Anthony Calandra. His father and his mother immigrated here from Italy, and they instilled the valuable principles common to the Italian heritage of strong work ethic and integrity. That became the foundation for the incredibly successful organization known as Calandra Enterprises. Anthony's hard work and vision helped expand a well-known 40-year-old northern New Jersey bakery into a global hospitality enterprise consisting of hotels, restaurants, imports, and bakeries. Anthony's keeping the Italian tradition alive by teaching both of his children the family business, ensuring the Calandra Enterprises will continue to flourish while keeping its roots as a family-owned and operated business. And we have a special thank you to him because he's been a supporter and he's been one of our best friends. We cannot thank him anymore for all he does for the East Hanover Italian-American Club and everything and all the other charities that he gives to. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Calandra.
Wow, I have a tough act to follow here. I'm just a baker. Everybody here is a professional speaker. I want to thank the East Hanover Italian-American Club for giving me this honor. I want to thank everybody in this room giving me this honor. It is greatly appreciated. What makes this honor, I guess, even more special is because it comes from an Italian organization. I've been blessed through the years of being honored a few times, but what makes this special is that it comes from an Italian organization, an Italian culture that I'm from. And it is very special. And again, I want to thank you for that. I also like to congratulate the other recipients of awards tonight, Jill Nicolini, Gino Mondrone, obviously, all well deserved. And I also think they take to heart and cherish their Italian traditions. To me, being Italian means everything. I kind of live my personal life, my business life, and I guess to the day I die, God forbid, I live the Italian way. The Italian heritage, the way my parents taught me, from family values to good eating to respect and doing the right thing. See, I'm learning. I've only done this about half a dozen times, but I'm getting a little better. Now I got to learn to stop to get applause every once in a while. Talking about, being Italian and the things about the Italian culture kind of reminds me of a little conversation I had once with my father when I was a little kid in, I think, in grammar school. Talking about my father, before I even start about the conversation, I also want to thank my parents. Unfortunately, they couldn't come here this evening. They're tired of coming to these affairs. I'm only kidding. But they're right now in Las Vegas, and it's a little tough for them to get out here for these kind of things. So I want to thank them. My parents are the classic American Italian success story. My parents came to this country in 1958 with barely the clothes on their back and worked very hard and just, did well for themselves. The correct way, the ethical way, the Italian way. And those business attributes and business philosophies were instilled into me, and I try to instill into my kids. I got two, very good kids, very great kids. My son Thomas, stand up. My daughter Kristen, who has warned me to keep this short, because she thinks I have a tendency of rambling on for like 46 minutes like I did the last time. Anyway, just getting real quick to the conversation I had with my dad. I remember when I was little, and I came home from school, and that evening, or that day at school, we talked about inventions and people that invented things. And I remember going to my father and saying, Dad, you know, a guy named Alexander Bell created the telephone. And my father said, no, he didn't. I go, what do you mean, Dad? We just talked about this in school today. He goes, there was an Italian that invented the telephone. He even gave me the guy's name, but I don't remember it. And I said, an Italian? I said, I learned something different in school. He goes, no, it wasn't Italian. All right, okay. So as the conversation went on, we got on the subject of light bulbs. And my father says, well, do you know an Italian invented a light bulb also? I go, Dad, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. He goes, no, it was an Italian. Now, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to argue with my father. And then he said to me, by the way, do you know it was an Italian that discovered electricity? I said, Dad, Ben Franklin's not Italian. And back then, I guess all of us, when we were little, we always thought that we were smarter than our fathers and mothers. And then as we grew up, we realized that we were the stupid ones and our parents were the smart ones. Now, while my father may have been wrong and Ben Franklin is not Italian, he was right in his general principle of what he was saying. And that is that the Italian culture and that the Italian people really shaped this world and made it what it is. From everything to government rule, from the Roman Empire to the way we eat with our, beautiful foods that we eat, to the way we dress. So I am so proud to be of a heritage that is responsible for so much of the way we live. Just to conclude, obviously we talked about Officer Mark DiNardo, who gave his life so he can protect us. And I think it can't be said enough, thank you to such individuals that give their lives. And to his wife Mary and 3 kids, I wish them, and God bless them, that God takes care of them and everything becomes okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything.